they didn't pay for the coroner's court. So we were given the brief on the DNA. And when we were given the brief on the DNA, we gave them a bill of 5 million, and they negotiated and said they will pay 2.8 million. And we agreed that, okay, there's no money. Let's take that. And we took that. And that was exactly what they paid. Although there was controversy subsequently that they paid us 5 million. I think it was the same blogger who came out and started talking that we took 5 million. We didn't take 5 million. We collected 2.8 million. And if she still insists that we took 5 million, she should just bring her evidence, because evidence is law, so that people can see that we were paid 5 million. So we were paid 2.8 million on that. That was our agreement. We sat down and agreed on it. Then later, we suggested that there might be need for new autopsy and toxicology to be done. And we gave them the bill. So when we gave them the bill, they said no, that we should assist them. There's no money. We said, okay, how much do you want to pay? They said they will pay 1 million. And we agreed. It is still part of our efforts to help the family. Now, the issue of African TV 2 came up. We gave them the bill. They said they will pay 1 million for it. And we said, no problem. We agreed. And they paid 1 million for it. So in all the money they have paid us so far as professionals is just 4.8 million with what I've given you and nothing more. We've not collected more than 4.8 million. So if anybody says we've collected more than that for professional fee, they should just come out and show it to us.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a question that you need to answer, and then I'll go to the main question real quick. So this 4.8 million, you have evidences for this, yes?
Of course, they were paid into the office account, so it can always be. Of course, I've told my accountant to prepare a statement of account for this case that will be handy to give people if there's need for it.
Okay, thank you. Now, sir, because I'm also seeing comments in the comment section. Please, if you guys can just take the questions easy. So the first question is, this 2.8 million, what was it paid for? I know you've explained, but just for people listening and, what was the 2.8 million?
It was paid for the DNA. We instituted an action that we want to know an action on the paternity of the little child. Let me say that. I don't want to mention his name. So and having weighed all what we are going to do, we said, okay, let's have this. And we agreed on it and it was paid.
Okay, that's fine. Now, the other money you pay, you said, you meant 2.8 and the other amount. What was that one for? Just for people, just for clarity's sake.
Yes, for autopsy and toxicology, we went to court to seek for court order so that we can have the toxicology and a new autopsy and toxicology. So we charged 1 million for that. Though it was more than that, but they negotiated. We sat down and negotiated and we said, okay, if you still want to help us, no problem. And that was what we did. Then, what other one? African TV, same thing. We negotiated and we discussed it, and they said, okay, we'll give you 1 million if you can just do that. And that was exactly what he did. And we got an injunction for them.
Okay. Right. So there's this controversy, that is really strong. The blogger posted a fee. Is that a fee note or is that an invoice or what? But I'm sure you have the legal term for it. And it had 5 million. Please, can you explain to the whole world listening what that?
I'm surprised to see that she was banding that fee note all about. The plan was that we are going to have data forensics. So the family said, what will this cost us? And we looked at it that, look, this matter, we have to take it to the Federal High Court. And we need to do a lot of work on it. So we gave them the bill, a fee note. We give them a fee note. And when you give somebody a fee note, it means that the person can negotiate it. So we pushed it to them thinking that they will come back to come and negotiate and say, okay, this is what we are going to pay, this and that. So I'm surprised that that could now become an issue. They didn't pay that money to us because we didn't do any data forensics eventually. We didn't do it. So don't think that money was not paid.
Okay,
but I'm surprised when the blogger was saying it was paid, this and that. It was it's very embarrassing.
So that fee note, was just in an ongoing discussion, and so it came about.
It was an ongoing discussion, yeah.
So the task has not been carried out, nothing of that sort.
It has not even been assigned to us.
Okay, thank you.
We mentioned it, we want to do this, and we said, okay, this is what we have to do. We have to go to court against those and get an order so that we can do things legally. Not that you will just you will go by you will go just like that and do something illegal that will not be useful in court. For such forensic data to be useful in court, you have to go through the court. And it's only the court that can, give you the order. So, and once you get the order, once the other party sees it, the party you are suing, then they can, they will release the data that you are requesting for. They will release it to you. And that is the way it should be.
Okay, so thank on that. Any more financial questions? Anybody in the panel section, I'll give you a moment for you to ask that. But
Anne, thank you very much for the time. And Barrister, thank you very much for the time. The aspect of this particular pro forma, either invoice, either notes, there is a need for you to lay more emphasis and explain better, because it has caused a lot of problem in the air. And I want you to come again and explain to the whole world that particular pro forma that was demonstrated on the internet was not money paid to your firm. Please, I beg you, if you can explain again. Thank you.
Yes, what I said was that the pro forma invoice or the fee note was not paid to our law firm.
And how much was, Barrister, how much was stated on that invoice? How much? Is it not 20 million?
No, I think it was 5 million.
5 million, thereabouts. And yes. You can go on, sir. You can go on.
It was not, it was not paid to us. We didn't receive any money to that extent from them. And the purpose for even issuing the